Okay, look, this has a name. This has a name. If you have no other names of things, your mind goes, there is only on, there is only off, there is only good. And there's... Okay, so right here, one step below being good is, everything's okay. So I give that a name, give this a name, give this a name, give this a name, give this a name, all the way down until I have a bad day. But this is a good day. And then here's what happens when it's one notch down. But I give a name, and you can create your own dimmer switch titles. But if you don't have names for these different levels, you can't go to that level inside your head. Emotionally, mentally, physically, chemically, you can't just go to that one little tiny level and recognize where you're at. And sorry, my soapbox just popped up. I'm about ready to step on it. Okay, so, but I'm going there. You want to know what the collapse is? The collapse in families, the collapse in marriage, the collapse with people's finances, is that it's one or the other. Honey, I can't believe you did that. I'm 10 minutes late coming home. I know. And in her mind, it is one step and you're a bad husband. Then from the husband's point of view, honey, how come you're not? And then this talking is going back and forth between spouses, and they have this expectation because they only have two pieces, that's it, top or bottom, and for themselves, and then they take that top one or two, and that's how they project it on other people. And we could be more forgiving and more open to receive people and understanding other people if we would install in our personal life other levels of understanding. But when we lack those levels and names of understanding and experiences we're going through for self, we can't project that out on other people and forgive and understand them and stay connected to them. And so it's literally a connected, disconnected lifestyle. Connected, disconnected. Power's on, power's off. This relationship is amazing, and now it's terrible. And the other spouse is going, what happened? I didn't know what happened. And they go there so fast that they pass that on from child to child to child, generation to generation to generation. And I choose to be the guy to talk about dimmer switches. I think it's time you get one installed. Anybody agree? Yes. Anybody agree? Yes. We need dimmer switches. So all the bumper stickers are going to say, install a dimmer switch. So that you don't just crash with one tiny thing. We don't do that. And some people... So our work here is to come up with names for each one of these things. And I'm not going to give you what the names are. This is a discovery for self. People in the room who want to change their life in a huge, cool, super awesome way and be able to have management of self and not have this full collapse just because one little thing goes wrong or two little things go wrong or three little things go wrong. Because if I go to one thing going wrong and it's only this far, then I can come back from that. Come back. Okay, who likes the sound of that? I can come back from this. You hear that language? Like, oh, look what just happened. I can come back from that because it's only that far away compared to a complete off. And when people imagine that it's a complete off, then it's how are we ever going to make it? And then that story's going on. It's like a complete shutdown of the mind, shutdown of life. I want to be out of life. I want to be out of this relationship. I want to be out of this job. I want to be out of this skill that I'm learning. I want to be out in one tiny little move. So the next time you reach over to flip the light switch, tell yourself, I'm flipping the light switch, but it's so not me. Let everybody try it. I got myself a dimmer switch. This makes sense to at least 4 people in the room? Okay. I live by this, and it helps me so much when things go weird and bad. And it's like, oh, we're here. We're just right here. Or, oh my goodness, it's here. Something else happens. Whoa, now I'm 2 levels. Whoa, I'm 3 levels. Whoa, I'm 4 levels. Okay, we're at 5 levels, everybody. I can still come back from this. Look, it's a lot closer with 5 or 6 bad things in a row instead of going bam, clear to here. And then being clear down here and going, complete disconnect, disempower, discouraged, dis-ease, dis. Instead of a disempower and then dis everything else in your life, how about go to here and still be empowered? Instead of going clear from on to no power. I'm still on my soapbox. So my piece here in life is this, is to help people understand you can have bad things happen and still have power to do something about them. But inside our mind, if it takes one thing to flip our switch to off, we now are disempowered and we don't have the power to even come back from that. No power. Nothing to do. This hitting anybody? Yeah, getting in? Yeah.